I'm not legally married. I'm Puerto Rican married. But I'm going to marry her because I already proposed to her. I did. I proposed to her because
How long?
I did in Colorado, actually. I was like, come on, let's go on the road trip. She's like, hi. So we went on the road trip, and every 2 hours, she was like, yeah, come out. I have to go pee. And anytime I would get out, she would be like, all right, come with me. And I'm like, why? I don't want to get sex trafficked. Swear to God. And I was like, in Iowa? Like, what? In Iowa? I ain't never seen the news that they be like, yo, Iowa just had sex trafficking. I said, they're not coming here. Just go. So this went on, bro, I swear, every 2 hours, like clockwork. Finally, I had enough, and she was like, come on, I want to get sex trafficking. I was like, mommy, I don't think you meet the criteria for what they're looking for in sex trafficking. Yeah, she was mad the whole time. So I was like, you know what? Let me propose, because that always makes women happy.
Where'd you get the ring from, though?
I bought it at the mall, bro, at a kiosk for freaking $100 just in case it didn't work
damn.
out. I was just like, no, I'm like, yo,
You kept the
good.
receipt?
Hell yeah, I'm like, this ain't real gold, just so you know. But it ain't gonna get your finger green.
At what stage of the relationship do women start complaining? Like
If it's a Latina, immediately.
immediately, like
Latinas ain't got no freaking, they got no sugar coat.
One question, what's your 5-year plan? Like, what the fuck? I don't even know what I'm doing 5 minutes from now. What's my 5-year plan?
let's make it through the morning first.
Lately I've been talking what my life like. Return to New York to get my life right. My pendant in the dark look like a night light. Now 5-10,000 is a light night.
Back, a little back.
Brooklyn Basement Podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Episode number.
We don't even know.
Oh, we lose the track.
We lose. That's how far. That's how long we've been away.
We coming up on like 3 years now.
Yeah.
Where's my ring at?
No ring. You got your ring.
You're not gonna propose?
You're gonna tell Ann about your ring? He has a blood ring, a literal blood ring. Her ring has his blood in the ring. That's what's going on. That's what that's.
That's santeria right there, bro.
So you can see the blood through the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on. It's like so. Picture like a.
Like a
see-through?
Like
No, it's not see through. Like a
Like a snow globe?
That's what I'm thinking.
With your blood?
I love New York globe. Yeah.
There it is.
She's going to
It's
give you
like-
the ring with her period blood. To match.
That's
It's
terrible.
my menstrual blood.
Oh man, that's voodoo, right? Isn't it something?
Wait,
What?
so wait.
No, I mean,
we can't
her
just
having your
skip.
blood. She can
So
do anything with
she
that.
took
now.
your
You got to
blood
be careful,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
put it into a ring.
Yes, and she wears it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's brujeria.
Yeah, that's
That's
what it
what
is.
Y'all must
That's
attract.
what they do. Listen, Latina booties, they do brujeria. That's what they do. They
Yup.
try to get something from you, like a piece of hair
Yup.
or your
You don't
clothes,
realize it, but
or
she has
and
a-
she got the most precious
Right
thing.
now, I'm
She got
telling
your
you right
blood.
now, she has a little doll of you
Yeah.
in her bureau. She got a doll of you in her bureau.
And
Anytime
with
you
the
act
blood.
up, bro, just know
Something's hurt.
that she gonna stab. You gonna be like, damn, what happened to my leg? It's her. Mira,
Wait, what type of Latina is she?
Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
definitely witchcraft.
Oh no,
That's
no.
mira.
Hold on.
When she sealed
Hold
those
on.
rings together, she grabbed the cigar, put it backwards, was like,
Okay. to add to it, she's Puerto Rican from the Bronx.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the-
definitely witch.
Yeah,
definitely
definitely
brujeria.
brujeria.
Yeah, santeria. That's
Santeria.
santeria right there. That's definitely santeria. She took your blood. Can you imagine? That's y'all must attract so many mosquitoes in the summertime. Like, I would have just gave her someone else's blood. Was she with you when you did it?
No, she wasn't. With me.
Yeah, I would have just gone to the blood drive. I need some blood. Anybody got like just a drop? Just
Like,
wait
yeah.
for somebody to have an accident. Hey, there it goes, right there. That's in the ring, right there. You got Paul on your finger.
But the brujeria, I would have known.
That's
This
the only
is
thing I
not
was
yours.
concerned. Like if she tries to set me
The
up
other
like in a
person would've
crime
cut it.
scene.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm
Facts. That's
not
what's
my
gonna
DNA.
happen.
What's that?
She's gonna commit a crime. She's gonna kill somebody. She's gonna kill. If he ever cheats on her, she's gonna kill the girl that he's cheating on her with. Plant the ring on
With
the
his
girl.
blood.
You understand? They're gonna be like,
Bro,
the blood
you
is
You're
his.
giving her ideas right now. She's probably gonna watch this.
watching
and-
the-
She already knows. Trust me, she got that shit planned out.
the idea's
She
already
got the
been mapped
blueprint
out.
hiding under the bed. In between mattresses is the whole blueprint. You open it up, it's got all drawings and everything. Wait, so you took that to the jewelry store and
It's
they
not-
put it?
It's like
It's
a
the
vampire.
bloodsmith. He said the bloodsmith.
It's a vampire.
They're like legit. They're
a
legit
Lampedo, bro.
vampire people.
I think I heard of that before. I think MGK did that.
He
with,
got the little
with the
Nas X
Transformers
ring.
booty.
That's what he got. Little Nas X had the the shoes with his blood.
Blood
They
in it.
got
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the little Nas X rings. Those are that's
You
scary.
wouldn't do it then.
Especially that I know your girl's Puerto Rican. Yeah, no. She
It's-
knew you wasn't gonna. She knew you would do it because
It,
she's
it
like,
sounded like to me you was trying to do the Anthony and do the cheap way, but make it look cool. Like
Yeah.
it was like,
yeah.
He's
I'ma
like,
do- I'ma do the
listen, I
blood
can't
ring.
afford a ring,
So-
but I got about
so-
a gallon of
It has
blood inside of
sentimental
me.
value.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
I got
know,
about
that's
4
worth
pints
more
of
than
blood.
gold, baby.
Yeah.
That's my own blood. What
You can't price that.
What you mean,
Like,
baby?
oh, wait, so you went, so you went to a vampire guy, and he was like,
Girl,
girl. Oh, it's a vampire girl.
Yeah.
Okay. And she said, give me, I want,
they specialize in it.
and that's what they do.
And how
They
much
do
blood did they have to
jewel-
take?
I brought extra blood just in case.
Oh, you got to bring your own blood?
yeah.
Yeah, it's his blood.
Where'd you get it taken out?
You ain't got a
I
paper
know
cut.
someone as a nurse.
So there's
Oh, I
just no
did-
blood.
I did it in the alley.
You doing backdoor deals?
I was doing illegal blood
Hey,
draws.
he was donating blood. He's like, can I save just a little bit of that, please?
Yeah.
Take the rest. I just need a little bit right
You
now.
doing backdoor deals to get his blood taken?
He's in the alleyway. Like, he's like, go ahead, go ahead.
In Pennsylvania.
For real?
That's
Yeah, that sounds like
hilarious.
something Pennsylvanians would do.
I was thinking maybe you went to like the STD clinic, you know, when they draw your blood. Like, can I get an extra one? Can I get an extra one to go?
Yeah.
To go.
How much for the hepatitis B?
got a herpes ring and shit. Don't lick that ring now.
That's crazy. But that's love, I guess, in a sense.
No.
It is. Listen, everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own uniqueness. That's what makes love. You know, everybody couples different. I just never heard of some witchcraft stuff like that.
Yeah, y'all are some cheap
Well, the
carifrecos.
thing
That's-
is,
I spent $1,500 when I proposed.
that's
But he
cheap.
gave his life, bro. He gave his
1500.
blood. Like I,
At
that's,
K,
yo,
at K
my-
Jewelers, so you
I-
know it was real.
was there a vampire there?
And I got the ring back when we broke up.
I would hope so. Sure, I would.
Yeah,
I bet,
well, she gave it back. I didn't even have to ask. She was
Oh,
like,
good.
I don't even want this no more.
She threw it
I
at
was like,
you.
thank
You were
you.
like, no.
I put that shit on eBay.
with the receipt.
I paid 15 and I got like 1,000 back for it.
That's
Some
real
white
good.
dude came and bought it. He actually bought a couple things for me because that same puti, she had gifted me a Movado watch and a bracelet.
Damn.
And I sold everything to him.
I pray you guys last. I really do. I hope it lasts. That's
Yeah.
you know, love is love. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't last, you ain't gonna get shit for that ring. I mean, no one's gonna buy that ring off of you. No one's gonna be like, yo, but you buy this ring? It's my blood.
Well, if it doesn't last, you ain't gonna
But
last.
Joselito, you the type after a breakup you take all your gift back? Like, yo, that TV's coming with me.
I used to, but
Dad, you petty, bro.
I've done that in the past. But yeah, like as I got
What's the
older,
pettiest thing you took back from a chick? They, you know what I mean? After a breakup.
I don't know, but I can tell you the pettiest thing a puti took from me. When I broke up with my ex puti when I had the apartment in Queens, she left, right? But this puti did some shiesty shit and stole like mad random shit, like the filter to my coffee maker, like mad annoying shit. Like she took the
Yeah.
little piece to my razor, like it was all like little annoying shit that I wouldn't notice until I would go to use the thing, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, and it was her
How come
stealing
I
it.
can't shave no hair off my beard, bro?
That's actually clever,
Yeah,
right?
that is clever shit if you
That's-
think about it.
Yo.
Because she's irking his nerves every time he
yo,
has
for
to
real.
do
That's some
something.
that's
Every
some
time he
evil. That's some evil
That-
dead.
that's-
She took like a piece of my blender because you know I like to do smoothies in the
Oh,
morning. Like she
yeah.
took like man,
He was out there running the
Yeah.
machine. Nothing was blending. It was just
and
spinning
it was
in
like
circles.
pieces you can't even order back. Like you gotta just order a whole new thing.
That's terrible.
Yeah, like an exclusive blender.
I was tight, bro, for months.
Damn.
And then I had this bruja puti that she would fucking do some brujeria around my house, bro. She fucking would make little crosses out of like tape. For months, I was finding little cross tapes. Tape
What?
crosses like stuck behind my bureaus or behind my bed, all random shit.
You knew she was a witch from the beginning, or did you find
Yeah,
out?
she told me because I have
Oh, so you
I
like-
have a good bruja, the Santeria. Shout out Juicy Karma. So my good bruja, she like gives me stuff to protect my house. So I had one of them like incense candles in the kitchen, and she was walking and she just stops in her tracks like, oh, she's like, who gave you that? I was like, my bruja. She's like, oh, you got a good bruja. She was like, I felt this. That's a good bruja though. Like she's good energy.
She said, "Real recognize
Like, 'cause
real."
yeah, no, well, she's the opposite. That's why she felt it.
Oh,
like, yeah,
man.
it was
So
like,
it was like-
yeah,
It was like the Wizard of Oz in real life. The good witch and the wicked witch.
when the
you
toes start curling up, like, ah!
So you like a little toxic chick then, right? Like a little crazy wild chick.
I ain't gonna lie. I was telling Anthony in the car. They say the crazier the puti, the crazier the toto.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's
That
true
is
then.
Yeah, it is true.
Oh,
That is true.
man.
You
That's
know?
true. I think we've all dated
a
a
gift and a
bruja
curse.
at least once in our life. Everybody's dated a bruja. You have to have. I had a girl like
Yeah,
that
you
too.
might
I had
not
a
even have
girl.
known it, but you.
Yeah, I had a girl that she would be like, "Did you feel that?" I'm like, "What?" For real, you didn't feel that? No. What the hell are you feeling, stupid? What's wrong with you? No, I felt that spirit. I'm like, girl, whatever you feeling, let me smoke some of that. Whatever you feeling, because if it got you feeling spirits, that's got to be some good bud or something. But no, she's just weird. She one time said she saw a spirit standing behind me. I'm like, well, tell her to leave me alone.
That's so scary.
Yeah, she was like,
Well, I
what
have-
did you? She goes, she said, there's an old man watching over you.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, damn, ask him if he wants to pay rent since he's up here in the crib, shit, because times are hard, bro. She didn't get like that. She got mad. Spirits aren't something to joke about. I was like, eh.
Did she ever do like anything that made you believe that she was official? Like,
Nah.
did she ever like, I want to test
I
somebody.
had an ex that put brujeria on me.
For real?
Yeah,
What-
it's
what
on
did you do to get
YouTube.
out?
It's on YouTube. She did a whole brujeria video.
What?
Yeah, she got a fake puppet of me and everything.
What- but
And
what-
in the video, it was like a dude, and she had the puppet, and everything she was doing to the puppet, like the dude was, it was happening to him.
What?
And like at the end of the video, she drowns the puppet, like if she killed me.
Well, you still alive, so it didn't work.
No, but 2 days after that, I totaled my car. Yeah, I thought it was fake.
Was
too.
it
I
by the
like,
lake?
No, it was in the rain though.
Oh.
Yeah, I hydroplaned in the rain.
Yeah.
I was pendejo. I was. It was the middle of the pandemic, and you know this is back when the stores were closing at like 9. So I went to go get some ping, but it was like mad far from my crib. It was like 30 minutes away. I'm rushing back because I'm trying to get to Taco Bell before 9 o'clock because I was starving. And my dumb ass, it was raining, and I was with my puti at the time, and she's telling me to slow down too. But I'm like, no, I'm trying to get the food. And I hydroplaned, I spun out and crashed.
Damn.
Yeah, it totaled my whole car. And
See,
then,
that's what happens.
yeah, and then it was funny because my mom was the one who reminded me because that
Your mom's a
puti-
witch too?
No, but that puti, when she put the brujeria video out, she sent it to all my friends and family on Facebook. Like she was
Damn.
sending it to them,
Wow.
yeah, because she wanted it to get back to me.
Oh, she was flexing on you.
Yeah, because I blocked her, so she wanted it to get back to me.
Was there eerie music playing in the background?
It was like her own music video. Like she made a whole song about me.
Oh, she was
talking
trying to
about-
go viral off
talking-
you.
Yeah, she was trying. She was hoping I was
trying to
gonna
make
make
a
a
hit
response
record.
video.
Yeah.
She thought we was gonna get in a rap battle.
Yeah. Wait, she part of the Gravediggers by any chance?
My mom was the one who reminded me. She was like, "That was your ex with the brujeria." She was like, "That's what happens." She was like, "They'll put brujeria on you, but like, man, fuck this shit will happen to you, but not you." Like if you're a good person, they say. Bro, if I show you a picture of my car, I'll send you a picture so you can put it on the pod, like a little screenshot.
Nah, you
but
gonna send me that witchcraft over there, bro.
no, but you
I
see the
believe
picture
you,
of my
bro.
car, you could be like, "Yo, how'd you get out of there alive, bro?" Like my shit look
Here's
crazy.
the real question. How was the pussy?
You know what? I used to hate smashing her because she had one of them IUDs in her toto. Bro, that shit used to cut my bicho. Literally cut my bicho, bro. The first time we smashed, I thought she gave me an STD, bro, because my shit was all cut up. I was like, I do, man.
What kind of STD is this?
This bitch gave me an
cuts,
instant
are you-
STD. I was like, this shit was quick.
Get it on the ping, man.
And then I found out it was the IUD, bro. That shit has like little blades on it.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
IUD with blades. It was cutting them. It was making sure nothing got in there.
Bro, that
Yeah.
shit.
She had a samurai IUD. That was a samurai one. They making sure nothing comes in.
Yeah, Will, but we did the intro for the podcast, but you didn't introduce our guest for today.
No, we didn't even start yet. Been 26
No,
minutes talking
yeah,
about
no,
brujeria. We talking about
brujeria.
brujeria.
The mid introduction. Let's
All
go.
day about
Here we go, Brooklyn Basement Podcast back with
we
another
already did that
episode.
part. Let's focus on our.
Let's do what happened.
They know already that part. Let's
Okay.
get to our guest, bro. It's
the Brooklyn
He just landed from a whole other
Basement
state,
Podcast.
from
Yes,
one of the
less-
the murder capital of the world. What was scarier, serving in the service or living where you're
Chicago.
at? Chicago, right?
And
Yeah, I
here's
don't
the
go back
thing.
there.
Scarier than being in Iraq?
Chicago, people put, the thing is this. Chicago is a beautiful city. It really
It is.
It
It's a
is,
beautiful
yeah.
community of people who are very beautiful, connected. The local businesses, the neighborhoods like Humble Park. You got Lily's Record Shop. She's been there for over 42
Hey,
years.
I've been there.
Yup, Latina the oldest business owner in that area, 42 years. And you go to Lily's and she's still there. Every day you walk and it gives you that flavor of New York because you get there and there's Lily with her husband Tito waiting on the chair, always there to greet you. You know, you got Sandwichera. You got all these local businesses that just have such a
like a
bond,
homie kind of feel.
And you go to Humboldt Park. Now, here's the thing. You just got to know where to go
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not to go.
One wrong turn.
One wrong turn. And you will be, find yourself in the Wild West. And you're like, yo, there's times that, I'll go to the grocery store and you'll hear people yelling out gang things. And I'm like, bro, I'm 45 years old. What gives you the idea that I'm in the gang? I'm fat as hell, bro. What gang? I'm in the Hostess Cupcake gang, bro. That's what what gang could I pop? What damage am I going to do looking the way I do, bro? I'm limping as I'm walking out of the grocery store with a bag of canepas and 2 Malta bottles. Where do you see the gang bang in that? You know what I mean?
There's no age limit out there, though, for the gangbang. And I noticed that, too, about Chicago. But it's true what you said.
Though.
My first time in Chicago, that same exact story that you said happened to me. I was driving. Like, oh, wow, Chicago's beautiful. Oh, my God. Why do people talk so bad about Chicago? Took one wrong left. And I ended up in the Chief Keef little dirt. I'm over there telling my boy, like, oh, we drove too far. Go, turn around.
Do you?
Not only that, Chicago is probably one of the cleanest cities. Like, as far like if you go to the city part.
Scenic-wise, it's beautiful. Yeah,
I mean,
that looks fire.
It's
I
the
ain't gonna lie.
coolest city because it's probably one of the only cities that has a beach in the city. You got Lake Michigan's literally
Michigan.
in the city. So it's like building, skyscraper, and there's a beach right there.
Yeah.
Lakeshore Drive. You got, Navy Pier. You got so many cool things to see, but people, you watch the news and all you think is Chicago's gunshots. What it is. But there's also beauty to it,
Yeah.
But
That's the South Side.
Yeah, the South Side, back of the yards. But I like it. I love Chicago. Chicago welcomed me with open arms when I moved in there at 2010. When I first did my first special, well, not my first special, my first major headlining club was Zanies in Chicago. And I would go to all the businesses and leave my flyer, and all the big businesses would say, no. But the locals, man, them local-owned businesses like Lily's, all that, they'd be like, leave it, and we're going to buy tickets because we want to support you. And I'm like, y'all barely know me.
Yeah.
But they had your back. That's the beautiful thing about Chicago. Chicago's like old school Brooklyn. Old school Brooklyn, everybody had everybody's back in the neighborhood. Everybody knew everybody. Whether it was the Boogie Down, Brooklyn, Queens, whatever borough you were from, your neighborhood, everybody knew everybody. We had Nosy Rosie, who would always be in everybody's business. You had Alcohol Willie, who would sit there and drink beers and alcohol day. Me la quita, right here. No, I'm just kidding. But like you had, if you saw someone going inside someone's car, yo, what you doing? Why you going in that car for? Like people had each other's back, and Chicago's like that.
Yeah.
Chicago has that vibe that you go there, and if you live there, you're part of their family. You're part of their home. So Chicago's
scary,
home to
though.
me.
It is.
We're moving out there, Joselito.
Nah, yeah, I love Chicago. I go to Chicago at least 3-4 times a
He
year,
does.
sometimes
He
more.
does.
So yeah, I've done my biggest show in Chicago. We
Yeah.
sold 600 seats.
Yup.
A couple years back in
Ooh,
Chicago.
okay,
So
you're
yeah,
a celebrity
Chicago,
out there.
Yeah, Chicago.
Everybody
loves me.
knows Joselito.
Now,
Chicago.
me on the contrary, I don't like Chicago.
I love
Well, hold
the-
on.
I love- I
Before
love
we
the-
even continue, we've yet to introduce the guest. So
Let
everybody's
me
like,
introduce
what
him.
fucking special?
Let me
What's
introduce
this
him.
guy talking
I'm
about?
anonymous.
Let me introduce
I'm
him.
anonymous.
Let Joselito introduce him.
Boothies, pay attention.
Here we go.
Because we got your fave puppet back in the building. I'm the special guest host today. And I brought a special guest with me all the way from Chicago. He blowing up on all social media right now. Facebook going crazy, almost at 1 million followers. My guy, Anthony Fuentes.
There he
From
is.
Chirac.
No, he's not from Shy.
Originally
he's
from
not
Brooklyn.
from
No,
Shy.
but you know what?
Bushwick.
Chicago, here's the thing. I consider myself Chicago.
Ah.
Because here's the thing. Listen,
Go ahead.
judge me if you want.
Go ahead.
Judge me if you want.
The-
But listen, Chicago is where my son was born.
Okay.
It's where,
Life
where
started.
some of my biggest moments in comedy have come from Chicago thus far. You know what I mean? My biggest accomplishments, I could say, have all happened in the city of Chicago. As far as, like you said, I said Zanies. I was the first Puerto Rican to sell out Zanies, Rosemont, and Chicago because of Chicago. You know what I mean?
Lit.
Normally, Joselito could testify to this. When you're in a city like that, in that kind of market, and that's where you live, it's harder to sell tickets as a headliner because they see, like, I see you all the time. Or I see you here. I can see you here for cheaper. But no, when I've needed Chicago, Chicago has
show up.
always sold up, bro. always showed up, and I can always show love for that. I mean, Joselito comes, and Chicago always shows up. They get excited for Joselito.
Yeah, I love the putis in Chicago too. They friends.
I didn't say that. I don't know, babe. I didn't say that. Okay, he said it.
The funny thing I tell people all the time about Chicago putis, because you know how out here New York putis are kind of like bougie. Like if you try to holler at a booty on the street, they gonna walk right past you. In Chicago, they be hollering at you. It's like almost too friendly. Like it feels like a setup. Like
they are very friendly.
What you like? Hold on, because then you hear all the stories about Chicago too. So you're like, dang, is this booty trying to set me up to get robbed? Like what's going on here? Like it's dope. It's dope. It's a dope vibe. Like
it's a people. It really is.
It's a dope vibe until it's not.
Until it's not. Yeah. Yeah. Facts.
Have you ever heard of the hat theory, gang? The hat theory that you wear your hat a certain way in Chicago.
Oh, that's the truth.
Oh, you
better not put your hat to.
That's what fucked me up. When I went to Chicago, I was wearing my hat backwards, sitting in front of a grocery store, and two dudes came out the alleyway like a fucking movie.
They came out the
alleyway, and the girl was going into the store as they coming out the alleyway, bling bling, and they come, yo, what you doing? What set you repping? I was like, set I'm repping. I don't know what you talking about. How you wearing your hat? I was like, yo, I'm from New York. Whipped out my ID like they were police and everything. Yo, I'm not even from here. I threw my hat out the car. Everything. Like, yo, I don't even want to be here. You can have the hat. I don't even know what you're talking about. Then I get back to my friend's house. Like, yo, you wear it this way, it means something. You wear it this way, it means something. You have to wear it like this to mean like you're neutral.
Just don't wear a hat.
That's the best way. No hat.
I'm so bad. I shaved my head completely just in case. I don't even want hair. Just take the hair and the hat. I don't even either. You can't wear your hat certain way. But here's the thing. You know, it goes into saying this. You know, Chicago has changed over the years. You know, I wear my hat sometimes. I rock it to the right. I rock it to whatever. You know, I don't really get enough.
In church, you wear.
But yeah, in church with the pastor there and police across the street in their cars. No, but you know, it's because gang members, they are who they are. But if they know who you are, they leave you alone, man.
We're gonna test your loyalty. Who has the better pizza?
New York.
When I picked him up, that was the first thing he asked me to take him to the pizza shop.
That's the first thing I went to as soon as I got here. I said, Joselito, take me to Knickerbocker. I'm going to Tony's Pizza.
Yeah, right there by the corner?
No, the one on Knickerbocker and Irving. There's one on DeKalb, but I go to the one on Irving.
I just found out today that they're not even associated.
Yeah, it's not even the same Tony. It's a different Tony.
They don't even know each other.
Yeah, they actually hate each other. No, but you know, that's the thing. Like, New York pizza is just, you know, the flavor of the crust, the water and the dough. You know, whereas the deep dish, they use a lot of cornstarch. So I don't like cornstarch in my crust. I like original, you know, flaky, crispy, crunchy dough, you know, pizza. Now, here's the thing people don't realize is people think that Chicago's just deep dish, but Chicago's actually famous for thin crust. And the thin crust is kind of similar to New York. It ain't the same. It's just similar.
I like regular old school
slices.
Like Pizza Hut.
Like the one from school.
Oh, like the square slices?
Square slices with the shit.
That's the Sicilian pizza.
Yeah, that is a Sicilian. You ain't lying. Those are the first Sicilians.
They stopped calling them that. I think now they force you to say square.
Slices. Let me get a square.
Really? They don't call us Sicilians? Are you serious? Now, just because of that, I'm going to go to a pizzeria and say, let me get a Sicilian. Everything you say is offensive. They're taking words away that we've been saying since we was a kid. Like, I don't understand. Like, my daughter got mad because I said midget. And she lost her mind. Oh, you can't, because she told me to watch Game of Thrones. I watched that show, and she was like, Dad, who's your favorite? And I don't know people's names. So she's like, they got weird-ass names on that show. Nigerian. I got my GD. I can't remember my shit. So I'm like, the midget. She, oh, don't say that. I'm like, what do you call it? Little people. That's offensive.
Little people sounds worse
what
than
do you
midget.
keep?
I know.
You know
I think little people sounds worse, too.
I'm sorry, Joselito.
Because aren't they just regular people?
Yeah, regular people. But
Me and Joselito got offended by it.
Yeah, Joselito got upset. No, but that's what I'm saying. My thing is this. Like, little people, and I'm like, how, bro? How was that not offensive, bro?
Yeah, that's
I mean, you don't see a person with one arm.
That's
one
literally
arm,
pointing it out, right?
Yeah,
like,
you're pointing out the whatever's going on with their lives. I wouldn't say defect. Nah. There's going to be like a group of little people waiting for them after the show.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
We had a good 3-year run.
You know what I found out just recently was offensive?
What?
Transsexual. You can't call them a transsexual no more. You have to say trans. If you add the sexual, that's offensive.
But that's not fair because trans can mean a lot of things. Trans fat.
Transmission.
Transformers. Transmission. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You got to identify. My thing is this. You know, I feel like they want to take everything away. But, like, come on, man. You got to let people live. You know, I get it. If that's your generation and your generation don't want people to say that, that's fine. But don't try to force it on us.
Yeah.
Don't implement it on us. You know what I mean? Like, they want to sugarcoat everything. You can't say nothing.
Right.
You can't. Kids don't even know cursive nowadays. You know what I mean?
Oh, no,
They don't
yeah.
teach that in school.
They don't write. Yeah. They
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
write.
how are they supposed to read the Declaration of Independence? It's written in cursive,
Damn.
you moron.
You went to
know
good
what I mean?
school.
You know what I mean? Well, I'm just saying, it's the comedy. It's our history. You're
Right.
taking our history away now. You're
Right.
telling that our history, you know, also like, you know, with the schools, the e-learning day. What the hell was that when I was growing up? I would have loved to stay home once a month. They got that at my son's school. You stay home
I
once
never
a
even
month.
heard of that one. That's
Yeah.
some Chicago
Oh,
shit.
I need a mental day. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
I wish
what?
I would have gone to my mother and said, Mom, I need a mental day off. She would have
Listen,
like,
if it-
you're mental. If you think that you're going to get a day off
Yeah.
just to stay home, sangano, pendejo. You know what? Here, you're mentally driving me nuts. Like, they don't.
That's crazy. That's the mental day.
They sugarcoat everything. You can't say nothing. You can't do nothing. Everything's wrong. Everything's bad. I don't know what this, that is, but if, I'm sorry. Listen, at the end of the day, I respect the LGBTQ community. I really do.
You should
I
cover
really
all the
do.
letters. I think you're missing probably. Like,
Well, the
there's a
plus- yeah,
now.
they've
I
added
call
now.
them the
There's-
alphabetical
there's-
Yeah,
community.
they've added the whole alphabet.
The
Yeah.
alphabetical community.
Yeah, the LGBTQ plus community. Let's say that. And, you know, I got a lot of friends that are gay, and I love them, like brothers and
They add
sisters.
the plus.
It's a premium deal now. They
they
got a
hybrid.
premium deal.
Yeah, they
I
hybrid.
thought of Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, it's like Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
You got the LGBTQ plus. But my thing is this: like, I perform at the Laugh Factory in Chicago. It's a predominantly gay neighborhood. It's called Boys Town. I love gay people, man.
That's
Gay
where
people.
the Chicago theater too.
Yup.
When I did the show in Chicago, I said a joke about that. Where I was like, "Yeah, they told me this was Boys Town. It's the Pato Hood." Because like my boy, when I chill with my other boy out there, he's a Latin king. So when we're driving around, he'll be like you know Denzel Washington in Training Day when he's
Yeah.
like pointing out the neighborhoods, like,
Yeah.
this is a Latin king neighborhood. So when we got to Boys Town, I'm like, what type of neighborhood is this? He's like, oh, this is the Pato neighborhood.
Yeah, it's the gay neighborhood.
They got Pato GDs out here.
Yeah.
They called the gay disciple.
But here's the thing. I tell you what, them Chicago's, they hood. Them gay people will jump you. They don't care. They will beat you. But again, like I said, I got mad love for them. You know, and you look at the struggle for gay people.
That's
what
where
they've
Jesse
been through.
Smollett
Yep,
got
just-
his
yeah,
yeah.
Subway
attacked.
beating. First of all, Subway sandwiches is not open at 2:00 in the morning. If anybody knows that, it's me. Okay, because I know all the fat stuff is
You got
going
the
on.
app. You got the
Yeah,
app.
I got this right here. Don't never fail. And my thing again though, it's like you know, I respect the gay movement because I've seen their struggle. I've seen what they've been through. You know, gay people didn't have it easy. You know, I understand that. You know, they were you know treated horribly. You know, a lot of crime against them, beaten because of what they were, and that's cool. But you take these other people who now that is they and them, or identify a cat. How the hell do you identify as a cat? You understand? Like, how was that possible? My daughter told me, no, she's a furry. Her friend is a furry. I said, what? She got a hairy chest? What's going on? No, she's a furry, Dad. I said, what is that? Oh, she identifies, she wears animals and stuff. Like, if you come to my house and you say, Dad, I'm furry. Listen, I'm getting you a litter box. You want to play that game? We going to play that game all the way through.
All the way.
All the way through. You say, oh, you want rice and beans? No, you eating Alpo, stupid. Go ahead and eat your dry Alpo, kibbles and bits
Yeah,
for
not
you.
even the wet one, the
Not
dry-
even mira,
Damn.
kibbles and bits. Mira, it's bacon. Eat it. You know, like, it's stupid. You know, that you're disrespecting, I feel, me personally, is a disrespect to the gay community because those people, they went through a struggle. You know what I mean? They actually had to fight for their rights that they have now. You know, and for you to sit there and be like, well, now I'm going to go one above it and make it ridiculous. I don't care what nobody says. Think I'm a furry. Oh, I identify. The other day I was watching a video on Instagram, and the lady said she identified as a non-binary, trans something. I said, oh my God, she's everything in the alphabet. She's a mutant. You're an alien.
That's where the plus comes from.
Yeah, she's like, I identify as a non-binary. You just identify as stupid. I'm sorry. That's
As
just
a
dumb.
mutant.
Because, you know,
I had a puti tell me one time she was polyamorous. I'm like, what does that mean? She's like, I can fall in love with anything. That means if I want to fall in love with an apple, then I'll marry an apple.
like, how does that? My thing is this: they keep saying that, but one of these days, when they ask go missing or kidnapped,
Well, what's
how
it-
you supposed to identify the police? What was he? A boy or girl? It was a they.
While we on that topic, because you know, talking about the whole LBGT and how everything's kind of politically correct these days. Your comedy though is not. You keep it raw on
yeah.
your skits and in
I
your
do.
stand up. So why don't we get into a little bit of your backstory with the whole comedy game? Like, You started in stand up, and then you started going crazy with the skits. When?
Yeah, I started doing stand-up comedy 8 years ago. I started, it was actually a way to cope with my PTSD for depression, anxiety, and all that stuff. And stage was a therapy to me. The first time I did open mic was at the Laugh Factory, and it was my first one. And I would drive 2 hours to get there, sign up to then drive 2 hours back and come back the next week 2 hours just to perform for 3 minutes.
Wow.
I did this all the time, and then I would find other open mics. So I was doing about 6 open mics a week, working 7 days a week, and just building on my craft, building on my craft. And it's hard to get a following because in these day and era, let's be honest, it doesn't matter how funny you are, it's your following. Which is fine. I get it.
Yeah.
People get mad about it, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
You have to adapt with the times.
The game.
You know what I mean? You gotta, if you love the game, you have to adapt to the game. I realized that for me to get booked,
You got to put asses in the seats.
you got to put asses in
Right.
seats. He said it perfectly. I got mentored by Mark Vieira. He taught me everything I learned. Mark,
Shouts to Mark.
the assassin, the land assassin. I got mad love from, respect from, and he taught me how to be funny. But the thing was, I didn't know how to put butts in seats. I couldn't put asses in seats. And so I would ask comics, because I have money. I got kids. I'm a dad. I'm, trying. And everybody was like, nah, you too old. You got kids. And that would piss me off. I'd be like, I always tell people, for every no, for every you can't, look at them and say, watch me. Watch me do it. You say I can't, watch me. So my thing was, I would ask comics who had like all these, because they come with these new guys, come with this gear, with a suitcase, with like 14 cameras and 13. I'm like, are you assassin, bro? What the hell are you doing? You know what I mean?
They prepare for everything.
Yeah,
for the-
gloves and mics that are connected from one mic to another mic that's on the second. I said, how, bro? Are you filming a special? But you would ask them like, yo, could you film me? Oh, I only got enough space. So I was like, you know what? One day I was just sitting with my daughter and my son, and I was reacting to a video I saw because I was like, look at this, mira that thing. And my daughter laughed. So I figured, you know what? If I can make her laugh, then maybe I can make a whole bunch of other people laugh and start doing something that I could try to use my talent to try to get to other people. And so that's what I started doing. I started doing reaction videos. And the thing is, Joselito and I were talking about his is raw on the spot, and so is mine. We don't build. I don't make 20 videos. Sometimes I've done videos. They're like, "Oh, I just saw your video. You're wearing the same shirt." Yeah, because I just did it 15 minutes ago. Stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's new. Yeah. Like, I don't wait. I want to do it now. I want you to feel the raw reaction that I'm feeling when I do the video. So as time went on, I just kept doing videos. At the videos, still performing, and that's why I tell people, you're only great by hours and hours of being on your craft. Joselito has seen my grind along with other comics. Yeah. There's times I've driven from, I'll give you an example. A few weeks ago, I drove to New Jersey on no sleep, drove straight through, got to Jersey. I slept a couple hours after performing that night, got up early, went to go get some footage, some content, went to go to Camden, New Jersey, drove an hour something to Camden, went around the neighborhood, because my thing is, my main focus is local businesses. How can I help the community? Because local businesses are the heartbeat of the community. You understand? I take comics when they come to Chicago, and I take them to local businesses, and I let those comics who have followings hear the stories, because everybody got a story. You understand? Yeah. Reina's Cakes, first Latina to open a bakery in Bandera in Humboldt Park. I remember watching her in Humboldt Park for 12 hours a day in the cold, sell cakes out of a little ice cream cart. You understand? And from that, her kids bought her another one, and they told her mom, go be great, because they believed in her. And now she's the first Latina to own a store. And I take them there and I tell them, tell her story. Yeah. You have the platform, tell her story. Because guess what? Her story is going to be swept under the rug. But if it was a white lady in a nice neighborhood, mira, tomorrow morning there'll be a movie on Lifetime with Mark Wahlberg playing the freaking lady. You understand? Promoting her shit. You know what I mean? So it's up to us to tell our story. So that's where I went through Jersey doing that. No sleep, performed that night, finished meet and greets. I left there at about 10:30 at night. I got in my car, no sleep, and drove straight back to Chicago, 18 hours straight, no sleep, to go do something for the community event that I had promised the following day. I did that, finished, got home, slept up 2 more hours, got up, and drove to Connecticut. Did my show in Connecticut. Right after the show, got back in the car and drove straight back to Chicago another 18 hours. Crazy. This is the grind, bro. The grind. Right. How bad do you want it? Yeah. I took L after L, man. I remember the last, show before things started taking off was Atlantic City. I was so excited. I was like, oh, my God, Atlantic City, Yeah. And I got there and 15, 20 people showed up. That's it.
Yeah.
And I left for $200. I paid more money to get there than to perform, but it's part of the. It's
It was
part of
stage
the.
time.
It's part of the stage. It's part of
the
the grind.
process. Yeah.
Yes, part of the process. And I remember, coming home, and that's when I started seeing. All of a sudden, I went from 13,000 followers on Facebook to 25, to 35, to 38, to 40. All that I gotta say though.
So break that down. What was the first viral one that you had that feeling
honestly,
like, yo, this shit blowing up?
Honestly, it was.
What was the first skit that you was like, this went crazy?
It was a video I did that hit the million fast. It was about a guy talking about pig vagina. People eat that. And I was like, all in my 45 years of life, I've never been to a Puerto Rican party. And they're like, mira, you want lechon chocha? No, never. So I did a video making fun of it. It took off. And, I started seeing, so I kept grinding harder. Because I saw growth, and I was like, all right, cool. I've got to grind harder. And I kept grinding and posting videos and going live and putting in the work. People think social media is easy. It is not.
No.
It is not. It is hours and hours of work.
Yep.
I respond to everybody's message. But the reason I do it
It's crazy. I seen everything too where you not
You
to
did.
cut you off, but like you said, like because we met a few years back now
Yeah.
at the Cuchi Frito Fest. I think.
Yep, remember that? In Brooklyn.
And you wasn't even doing skits then. You
No.
were just doing stand up. Yeah.
I was just doing
And,
stand-up.
Like, a few months after that, I remember seeing you doing the reaction videos
Yeah.
and be like, oh, okay, he's doing videos now.
Yeah.
And then, bro, a few months after that, you was out of here.
Yeah.
Rocking.
Well, that I can't front. That's why I always say I give the glory to God.
Yeah.
God had my back, man, because that came from hours of prayer. Listen, and here's the thing. That's why I tell people. People are like, "Oh, you're Christian." I said, "Listen, I am Christian. I believe, but at the same time, I love Muslims. I love Jews. I love Hindus. I love Buddhists. I love whatever you are. It don't matter. You understand? The problem is we will have this agenda. Some people that, oh, you're Muslim, but no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Who am I to say you're wrong, bro?
Yeah.
Mind your business. It's my business with God. Bible says that your salvation is individual. So that means my relationship with God got nothing to do with your relationship with God. That's between you and God. You understand? The Bible says, Jesus said, love one another. So I love everybody. I don't care what religion you are. If we spent our energy just accepting each other for who we are, you understand? And now being, oh, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. The world would be a way more peaceful place.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple as that.
The only time I would say someone's wrong is Will, because he became Christian.
Yeah.
To be on Christian Mingle, the app.
I believe
It
it.
was for all the wrong reasons. And
well-
I'm like, that's not right.
I figured they're easy targets.
They are.
I figured
They
go to
are.
church.
They are.
Easier targets.
He's like, Jesus.
You know what I mean?
God is gonna send your
they have
STD
more
through that
love.
algorithm.
He's like,
You know what I mean?
he's like,
They have more love.
he's like, it took Jesus 3
bro,
days
you-
to rise from the grave. I
you-
rose in 2 minutes when I saw you, girl.
You going to hell.
He's got
You going to
Christian
hell
bars.
just for that, bro.
Yo,
You
Will, man, it's
you
not
gonna
right.
end up in hell like, what I do? I was that guy.
Wait,
Remember that
I
time
was-
you signed up for Christian Mingle?
I prayed about it.
You finessed all them poor,
All those poor
pussies out of
Christian
some
women,
photo.
they was easy, right? They was easy.
He was over there Googling like Christian slang.
Yeah.
I
and shit.
heard
That's
Ja
it.
Rule say the song they're the easiest or something like that. One of those songs, Christian girls are the
You
easiest.
just made that song up to have
No,
it
no,
excuse,
no, he
bro.
didn't.
Ja Rule ain't never said.
I swear to God,
Listen,
he
he's
was
already got enough problems with the Fire Island. Don't keep adding and making
50.
stuff up at 50.
The Ja Rule says something about the Christian girls are easy or something like that. One of his
but
songs.
all seriously, because you said you started comedy to help with your PTSD. That was from your time in the service.
Yeah,
You
that
said-
and you deal with. I had a lot of trauma that I was dealing with. So us as Latinos, we were taught don't express it. You bottle it in, you push it down. But I realized it wasn't being healthy. Me pushing it down was affecting me. It was affecting my family. And the one place I found peace was the stage. It was the one place that I said I feel when I'm on there and I'm hearing the sound of laughter. It's the one moment that I say I can breathe. You know what I'm saying? It's the one moment that I can say I'm okay.
And you never thought about being a comedian prior to that? None of that?
All my life. My
Oh, you-
grandmother used to always tell
okay.
people when I was a kid, leave him alone. My mom would be whooping, déjalo quieto, leave him alone. He's either going to be a comedian or a lawyer since I was a
funny.
kid.
So you was identifying as a comedian
That's funny.
since you was
Yeah, I identified as a comedian back then. I was the first to start that shit. But again, I give the glory to God because God got me out of a lot of things. I was in a very dark place.
attention, Will.
I was in a very dark place. Leave them Christian girls alone, bro. I was in a very dark place. And, it's through prayer. Because honest to God, Joselito could testify to this. This game is not easy.
Yeah.
This game is not for the weak. You understand? People have taken advantage of me. I've had, people who say they're my friend not be my friend, but also at the same time with prayer, I've had good people in my corner, people who really do support me. People like Joselito, you know. Me and his brother went to Detroit together, did a show and drove right back to Chicago, 5-6 hours. But we were there for the art. You understand? That's what made it. That's why I rock with Joselito, because when we working together, it's, hey, I got your back, you got my back. Let's grow together. Let's build together. You understand? And some in the industry, they don't feel like that. They feel like, oh, it's me. And that's not good. So I thank God, because God put people, the right people, to have my back, to push me forward, to say on times when I, you know, there's been times I've told Joselito, man, I'm stressed. You know, I ain't got this. And he's told me, like, hey, bro, don't worry, you won't get there. Take your time, keep posting, man. Just keep doing it. Keep the path. You're doing good, bro. And that those little meaning, you know, those little pep talks are things that get you through. And I just, to me, I feel like God put those people in my path for that. You know, without His grace, without praying every night, there was times, you know, and I'm sure Joselito did too, times you want to quit. You know, it comes so often where you feel defeated. You know, you come home and you got $1 to your name. You spent $300 to get there, and you feel defeated. You can't even look at your girl in the eye. You know what I mean?
Funny story.
She's having sex with you, and you're like, I'm not ready. Please wait. I'm not ready. And she's like, hurry up, get over here.
Yo, funny story about that. A few months back, my Facebook got hacked. I was telling you, and I got hacked for like almost $6,000, bro. And I had one of those moments, bro. Mind you, I'm up right now. You know what I'm saying? But even still losing that much money, I hit a Will. I don't know if you remember what I hit you. I'm like, bro, you think I'm viral spiral? Because we got a term we call viral spiral when dudes who, you know, getting a little Instagram clout, but, you know, they're not really up like that, but they let it get to their head. Yeah. So we call it viral spiral. I'm like, bro, my viral spiral, bro, just let me know. And, you know, he had to give me the pep talk like, nah, bro, you just feeling away because you got hacked, bro. Yeah. He's like, you got your fans, like, you already established. He's like, yeah, you know, so even, you know, you go through those moments anytime in your career, you know, you double guess yourself. We're all human. And that's what's so cool about your story, and because that's why I wanted to bring you on, bro, because like I said, I seen the whole come up, and it's been cool to see, because I'm seeing you go through the steps that I went through, and that's why, like, I'm trying to help and coach you, because it's like, all right, cool, like, you here, bro, like, you don't even know how far you are right now, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why, don't lie, I always help you. Joselito's a real one, bro, that ass, because you know what? There's this thing of gatekeeping in this industry where people won't want to give you, like, hey, how'd you get a hold of that booker? Oh, I don't know. They just hit me up, man. I can't share their email. I've never done that. Ask any comic out there in Chicago, and they'll tell you, Ant is a stand-up guy. Ant don't gatekeep. Ant will help you. He'll give you the intel. That was Joselito with me. Joselito gave me the contact to my first booking agent. I wouldn't have a booking agent if it wasn't for Joselito. Yeah, and he offered. I didn't even ask. He said, man, you're doing good, but why don't you, man, I can't get booked. Hey, man, here's my booking agent. Talk to her. Like, that's love, bro. Nobody does stuff like that. But that's why Joselito's where he's at. And you know what? That's why people like me, when you start to get in the industry, you appreciate it that much more. Because you're like, yo, the ones in my circle were the ones that were really in my circle. You understand? And again, it comes at a price. You know, I lost the mother of my kids, left me because you fell in love with this craft, and I'm like, I can't quit. I started this. I can't just give up yet. I've worked too hard for this. And then you feel like, damn, man, I'm losing everything for this. But if you stay and this goes for anybody chasing a dream. It don't matter if it's comedy. It don't matter if it's a musician. If you stay the course and you put in the work nonstop, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna finally see the light. But you got to go through that storm to see that light. And like, sure enough, I went through that damn storm plenty times where I was like, I want to quit. I had told my girl, if we don't have something happening by July, it breaks my heart, but I have to quit because my kids and my family come before all. I've watched my woman sacrifice for me constantly. I watch her put her money into us hurting, but we don't have food. You understand? So I have to provide as a man and as a father and as a future husband. And she said, baby, I got $6,000 in our savings. I got us for now. Don't quit. If you're going to go away to the end of the July, then put every ounce of energy, everything you have, so that you can walk away at least and say, I have nothing left to give nor prove. And now, by the glory of God and grace of God, yo, we selling out places.
From that not giving up. But it takes a good partner too.
It does.
Because Shorty held you down. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, she held it down in the darkest times. And like you said, A boxer told me this one time. He said, I'm glad you didn't quit, because if you would have quit, then all the work you put in would have been in vain. It would have been for nothing. Even if you would have came back, all that work is just worthless. It's not work. You understand? And I said, damn, that's true. And that's why I treat comedy like an art. That's why Joselito treats comedy like an art. We take care of our pain. He's like an artist. An artist has a blank canvas.
I think he does it for the girls, though.
He does for the girls too. He does for the girls too.
It's no art.
It's the art of catching women.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but still, I look at, like, we see a blank canvas, and our joke is just that little dot of paint, and then we grab that dot of paint and we make an entire image. It's the greatest feeling, right, Joselito? When you write a joke, bro, don't that feel good?
Oh yeah, when I got that first laugh, did my first open mic and got that first big laugh, bro, that shit's like a drug.
What's the better high for you? The ping ping or the laughter from the crowd?
Oh damn, that's a tough one. It depends how good the ping ping is.
It's from uptown somewhere.
The Dominican pure shit.
Yeah.
I might have to say the ping ping.
You sold out your crowd. He sold you out quick for 20 bag. Wow, what a dirty puppet this guy is.
Sold him out for 20
No, but like I said, the laughs is an addicting thing. Like you just chase it. They call it, mic chasing.
It is. It's because you care about the passion. It's why does an artist put his art on display? He don't care about clout. He wants to share what he loves with everybody else. So when people go and look at your art, you see artists there, and it's to touch, because they're like, man, if they're enjoying it, then they're seeing what I enjoy. They're seeing my passion into this painting. Same thing with comedy. When you have a laugh, you're like, man, I thank you for that.
Yeah.
You saw an hour set. I've been working on this for 2 years.
Yeah.
So for you to laugh means everything to me, because you truly appreciate my artwork.
Right.
For someone that deals with PTSD, right? Let's say you're going through something mentally, and you got to get on stage. Like, the crowd can feel when you're not right. Like, how do you turn that off?
When I hear the audience cheer, I know that, Anthony, you're here to perform. They're here to laugh, and your job is to bring them therapy as well.
And
you know what I'm saying?
They don't give a fuck. You was just
they don't care when you was arguing with your girl. Yeah, they don't care that your girl put bleach on your clothes and threw them shits outside right now, because they paid money. They're going through something. That's why they're there. They're like, man, I've had a hard week. I had to pay for a babysitter. Please make me laugh. I
Took
need
the night
this.
off work.
So yeah, just got off work, or they're on the verge of getting fired, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on that stage and I hear the cheers, it's at that moment I'm like, you're here by the grace of God. My girl was telling me, don't complain about it, because God will take it from you. And sometimes she has to catch me on that, because sometimes I'm, man, I don't feel it. Baby, you wanted this. Don't complain, because God will take it from you. And you're going to lose your blessing. You prayed for this moment. So that's why when I go on stage, I'm like, yo, forget PTSD. I may be going through it, but it's not their fault. And I'm blessed to be here holding this mic. I've met people, man, God is good. I've met people in my life that are like, yo, I'm on stage 3 cancer right now. I my chemo, I watch your videos, and they help me get through. I'm like, that's why I do it. That's why. Because if I can make an impact and change your day, I'm doing what God called me to do.
Another thing I think cool about In Story too is that you're like a testament that with the social media game, like it's not just a young people's game. Because you blew up in your 40s. You just blew up.
You didn't have
like
to
in
say
your
that,
40s.
I was lying.
No, but like I be trying to tell
My
other
profile
comedians.
picture says 1908, so people think they think I'm 100. They're like, oh, he's probably like 35.
I be trying to tell other comedians that too, especially us older guys. Us 80s, early 90s babies. Everybody thinks social media is just a young kid's game, but social media has been out for like 15 years now. So it's like all this, and that's where you find your audience. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and it's true. Again, that goes into adapting. Yeah. I respect content creators, man, because it don't matter. I respect you because that's your art. Yeah. And if you're able to transition into being a comedian, as long as you're taking it serious as I do, I got no problem with that, man. Yeah. Go get yours. I know Kel Perez, phenomenal kid. I love that kid. I've mentored him. And why? I don't know, because I'm like, bro, you picked the worst person to mentor you, because I don't know how to shit. But,
he said, I didn't even figure this shit out.
Yeah, he told me something when he first started. He was like, yo, I want a headline, but they said I'm not ready. I'm like, who said you're not ready? He's like, oh, they. I'm like, who's they? Why are you listening to them?
LGBT.
No,
they,
just
them,
people.
They,
them too. Them, they, and this. But I'm telling him, I'm like,
wow.
bro, nobody determines your journey but you. This is your journey. Stop letting people point a finger in your face and telling you where you're supposed to be or who you are. I said, stop that, bro. Just because you create content and they don't like the way you're doing it, tough luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't worry about what people think of your journey. I told him, bro, just because you're a content creator, I've watched you work on it. Damn, you
That's
got
a
me like
Christian
that
Mingle
on an
alert.
alarm. He's like, yo, hurry, wrap it up,
That's
bro.
time to
Wrap
go.
it up.
Yeah.
I want to say this. This is probably one of the dopest studios I got in the working.
Thank you,
And,
bro.
and,
Hey,
and
thanks
you
for
guys,
coming by, man.
I'm honored to be here. I'm honored that
Thank
you guys
you.
had
Thank
me
you.
on this.
Appreciate you, man.
Keep
We
striving.
appreciate you coming.
Keep striving. Keep striving.
Before we sign out, every episode we ask our guests to look into the camera and just say how this is the best thing that's ever happened in your career. Much bigger than your 600,000
All right.
followers.
Zoom in. Zoom in.
Yeah. Will Sweets, AR.
Listen.
You know Joselito.
Zoom in.
And
Remember,
scene.
this is your home first, not Chicago.
Yeah, I know. Let me get and scene. Hi, my name is Anthony Fuentes, and the greatest day of my life, next to my children being born, was being right here in this basement on the Brooklyn Basement Podcast. Stop playing. And if you are a single Christian looking for a fake one, let me introduce you to Willie.
Oh,
Vente!
yeah, we appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for having
No,
me. man.
no, no. Give
Thank
him
you
the
for having
social.
me. Hey,
It's a dope
and
story.
one day we're gonna have an even bigger studio, and I'm gonna be on the podcast again because you know what? We're gonna put this into existence. That the Brooklyn Podcast is gonna be the biggest podcast in
good.
America. Stop
I'm
playing.
glad you put in that positive energy out because Will don't do shit for us.
I know he don't.
This guy doesn't even watch the
He don't.
episodes.
He probably
I
drink-
asked him, yo, how was the episode? He's like, I've been busy on Christian Mingle all weekend.
I was swiping.
Yeah.
Swiping.
That's why they
Fucking
recruited me.
Damn shame.
That's why we
Back
don't
up.
get anywhere.
I actually heard it was your fault, AR, because you got cuffed up with that blood ring, puti.
Ever since the blood ring.
Yeah, you ain't too loud
Ever
over
since
there.
the brujeria.
It's time to sign up. Yo, Brooklyn Basement Podcast.
Thank you.